Good evening. This is CTV News for this Monday, July 1st. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Sonia Shrivastava. Thank you for joining us this evening. A former Metropolitan Police detective is sentenced to 18 months in jail for stealing her brother's identity and using it to apply for several loans. Jamel Stallings, who was convicted of theft, counterfeiting, and identity fraud, used the money to buy a car, trips to the spa, and a Las Vegas vacation. In court today, Stallings apologized and said she's seeking help for a gambling addiction. Judge Sherry Krauser scolded Stallings for abusing her power by committing crimes in the police station, adding that her personal greed nearly left her family destitute and homeless.
I think this was entirely appropriate, sends the correct message. No person in our county is above the law. This particular crime was especially heinous because it took advantage of a vulnerable person, a person who is sick with drug use. To take advantage of a family member under those circumstances we find to be very reprehensible, and I think that sentiment is shared throughout our community. Is preying on those who are weakest is completely unacceptable, and we're really satisfied that she's been held accountable.
Now, Stallings has been ordered to perform 500 hours of community service and serve 5 years supervised probation upon her release from jail. She's also forbidden from entering gambling establishments and cannot participate in any form of gambling, legal or illegal.
A heads up for drivers in Maryland, you'll be shelling out more for gasoline and state tolls starting today. As of July 1st, the gas tax goes up nearly 4 cents to more than 27 cents per gallon. Lawmakers say the extra revenue will help fund transportation projects. Meantime, toll rates are also increasing. Whether you plan to use cash or an easy pass, passenger cars can expect to pay up to $2 more to travel on bridges, tunnels, and other roads around the state. Other new laws that take effect today include the expansion of early voting from 6 to 8 days and more voting sites. Same-sex couples can file joint state income taxes, and over the next few years, existing homeowners will be required to upgrade smoke alarm devices and have at least one on every level of their home.
Well, if you are going to be on the road tonight, you should know that there is a flash flood watch. Affected areas include Prince George's, Anne Arundel, and Charles County, as well as southern Baltimore and the District of Columbia. Weather experts say heavy rain could make roads impassable and cause creeks and streams to rise. Motorists are advised to stay away from flooded streets and drive slowly on slick roads. Meanwhile, when things dry out, temperatures are expected to get steamy, and that could spell trouble for those who have to work outside. It's estimated that every year nearly 600 people around the country die from heat-related illnesses, this according to the Centers for Disease Control. So weather experts are warning people to take steps to stay cool. For example, wear lightweight clothing, stay away from dark colors, and drink plenty of water.
I think what's important to notice is that you expect it to be hot during the day during the summer, but on some extreme heat waves, the temperature can stay very warm at night, over 80, or even last night in Phoenix, it was 91 degrees. It was the lowest it got there. And so the body doesn't have a chance to acclimate or to rest or recover from that. So during these excessive heat waves, it's very important to get to a cool place, either in air conditioning or to a cooling station if you don't have air conditioning, to be aware of the perils of sustained excessive heat from day to night and then the next day over periods of days.
Now, there is also a new app that can help workers calculate the heat risk for being outside. You can log on to OSHA.gov and click the heat campaign box to download it.
The search is on for a suspect involved in a domestic murder in Hillcrest Heights early Sunday morning. Police are looking for this man, 23-year-old Joshua Jones of Landover. Officials say Jones allegedly shot Jerome Peters in the 2900 block of St. Clair Drive. The preliminary investigation shows Peters was inside this apartment complex caring for his young son. At some point, the child's mother, Ann Jones, who is believed to be the new boyfriend, came to pick up the child.
As of right now, it appears that the mother of the child was coming to pick up her son, and she brought an acquaintance with her. That acquaintance got into an altercation with the baby's father, which escalated into the point where the suspect then shot the victim and fled the scene. And as of right now, the suspect is still on the loose. We're attempting to try to locate him, but we do have an identification of that suspect.
Joshua Jones will be charged with first-degree murder. He left the scene in a newer model black Lincoln Continental with temporary Maryland tags. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Solvers at 1-866-411-TIPS.